Welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive. You know, you know how this works.
Yeah,
You all send us requests for deep dives into interesting things, and we do our best to oblige.
that's right.
And this one was particularly fascinating.
Yeah, this is a cool one.
Somebody sent this in about AI in mining
AI in mining.
and how it's being used to improve mining operations.
Yep,
And we've got some pretty cool stuff to dive into here.
absolutely.
So, I mean, you know mining.
Yeah.
What comes to mind when you think about mining?
I mean, like big,
Heavy machinery.
heavy machinery, like lots of dust.
Yeah, lots of dust.
Grimy,
Grimy, yeah.
like very industrial.
Yeah, like a very traditional industry.
Yeah, yeah.
But what's interesting is it's becoming like a cutting-edge place for AI.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
which is not something you would necessarily think of right away.
You wouldn't think like AI and mining,
Yeah.
like go together.
Right. But, the more I think about it, the more it makes sense. Because, like you were saying, it's all this heavy machinery.
Yeah.
There's all these processes.
You've got a lot of different like moving parts in a mining operation.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of potential there.
To implement these, like, computer systems.
Yeah,
To make things more efficient.
absolutely.
So let's dive into that.
Okay.
I mean, one of the things that really stuck out to me when I was going through this material was that, mining is very unpredictable.
It is, yeah. I mean, you're dealing with like what's underground.
Right.
You're dealing with the earth.
Yeah, and you don't,
You don't really know what you're going to find until you get there.
right. You can plan all you want, but
Yeah.
you get down there and it's like a different kind of rock or who knows.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
Yeah. So where does AI fit into all of this?
Well, so that's where AI's ability to sort of analyze these massive amounts of data in real time, I think is super valuable.
Yeah.
You're dealing with all these, like you said, unpredictable factors.
Right.
And AI can kind of like react to them
Okay.
a lot faster than a person could.
So it's like having an extra set of eyes.
Yeah, it's like having like an expert on hand
Right.
all the time that's just like watching everything,
Sure.
looking for ways to optimize.
Like a foreman?
Yeah, kind of like a digital foreman.
A digital foreman.
Yeah,
Okay.
that never sleeps.
That's cool. So like what kind of data are we talking about here?
Well, you're talking about like sensors, right?
Yeah.
So sensors on the equipment that are
Okay.
tracking like their location, their performance, all that kind of stuff.
So you're talking about sensors on like the big trucks and like the excavators?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. The big drills, all that.
Got it.
And then also a geological surveys, right?
Oh, okay, so that would be like beforehand.
Right. So that's even before you like start digging.
Yeah, yeah.
You're getting like a sense of like what the ore deposits are, like where they are,
Right.
all of that.
And like what the rock is like and, the different strata and stuff.
Exactly. So you're using that data too.
Cool.
And then even like market data.
Market data. So
Yeah.
like, what do you mean by that?
So like commodity prices, right?
Okay.
So like when is the best time to extract and sell certain minerals?
I see. Yeah.
Like you don't want to be pulling a bunch of gold out of the ground when the price of gold is like super low.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. So AI can kind of keep track of all of that and make decisions based on that as well.
So it's like all this information is being fed into this system
Yeah.
and it's like making these calculations.
Yeah.
That would take a human like way too long to do.
Exactly. Yeah.
So give me an example. How does this play out like on the ground in an actual mine?
So like take autonomous mining vehicles.
Yeah.
These things can operate like 24/7.
Really?
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
no human driver. They're just going. They're navigating like complex terrain. They're hauling ore.
So it's like a self-driving car, but for a mine.
Yeah, basically.
That's wild.
Okay. And the AI algorithms, they're analyzing that geological data that we were talking about
Okay.
to like plan the most efficient routes for these vehicles.
So they're not like running into each other.
No. They're all like coordinated.
That's cool.
And it not only increases productivity,
Right.
but it also reduces fuel consumption
Okay.
and minimizes environmental impact.
Yeah, because if it's like taking the most efficient route,
Yeah,
it's burning less gas.
exactly.
That's really cool.
Mm.
What about like the extraction process itself? Can AI help with that?
Yeah, definitely. So AI can optimize like the drilling and blasting operations.
Okay.
So like making sure that they're using the right amount of explosives
Right.
in the right locations.
Right, because you don't want to like blow up the whole mountain.
Right, exactly.
You just want to get the stuff you need.
You want to extract the maximum amount of ore
Right.
with minimal waste.
Okay.
And then when it comes to sorting the valuable minerals from the waste, Rock AI-powered systems are becoming really, really good at that.
Oh, wow.
They can analyze images and sensor data
Okay.
to identify like tiny variations in like mineral composition.
Wow.
So they can sort it way more precisely than traditional methods.
Okay. So how much more efficient is that?
So we're seeing companies achieve up to a 20% increase in ore extraction rates
Wow.
using AI-driven analysis.
That's huge.
Yeah.
It's pretty significant.
And you know what else I was thinking about is like the equipment itself.
Yeah.
Like all that heavy machinery, like
Right.
that stuff breaks down.
It does. It requires a lot of maintenance.
Yeah, and that can cost a lot of money.
It's really expensive.
Can AI help with that too?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So AI can actually predict when equipment is likely to fail.
Really?
Yeah, based on like the sensor data that we were talking about. So it's like it knows when a part is about to break.
Yeah, basically. And then it can alert the maintenance crew.
Okay.
So they can like fix it
Right.
before it actually breaks down.
Before it causes like a big shutdown.
Exactly. So you're avoiding all that costly downtime.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So basically it's like AI is saving these mining operations a ton of money.
Yeah. I mean, that's the big benefit, right?
Yeah.
Is that it's making things more efficient.
And if things are more efficient, then like the raw materials are cheaper.
Potentially, yeah.
So like everything that's made out of those raw materials could become cheaper.
Yeah, like our phones, our cars, all that kind of stuff.
That's crazy.
It's pretty wild to think about.
But I mean, I guess it's like with any new technology.
Yeah.
There's always like potential downsides too.
Definitely.
What are some of the potential downsides of using AI in mining?
Well, one of the big ones is jobs, right?
Right. Because if the machines are doing all the work.
Yeah, if the AI is taking over a lot of the tasks,
Right.
then what happens to the people
Yeah.
who were doing those jobs before?
Right.
So that's like a big ethical question, I think.
Is there a way to like, I don't know, embrace the benefits of AI and mining while also making sure that like the workers aren't left behind?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
Yeah.
I think it's going to require a lot of effort from, different groups,
Okay.
governments, the companies, and education
Yeah.
to like create training and reskilling programs for the workers who might be displaced.
Yeah. So like teaching people how to like work with the AI
Exactly.
or like new skills that they can use in the mining industry.
Yeah, right.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
So it's like AI is a tool.
Yeah,
And like any tool could be used for good or bad.
exactly.
And it's up to us to decide how we're going to use it.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to put it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a really fascinating deep dive.
It has been.
I learned a lot.
Me too.
I hope you all learned a lot too.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to leave us with?
Well, I think it's clear that like AI has the potential to totally revolutionize mining,
Yeah.
but it also raises like some really important questions about, the future of work and how we use technology responsibly.
Definitely.
So as you're like, learning more about this topic,
Yeah.
I would encourage you to think about this.
Okay.
How can we make sure that AI is used not only to like maximize efficiency, but also to minimize the environmental impact
Right.
and create like a more sustainable future for this industry?
That's a great question.
It's a tough one, but I think it's one we have to start thinking about now
Yeah.
because it's coming.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining me for this deep dive.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.